Have you ever encountered something so shocking and strange that it makes you doubt your own perception? That's what it felt like on a chilly evening in Inglewood during Kendrick Lamar's Grand National Tour when the beat for TV Off dropped and the crowd was ready to erupt, only for the moment to be interrupted. Not by a microphone issue or a power outage, but by something far more awkward, raw, and personal. Lefty Gunplay, the artist featured on that track, was just a few steps from the stage and never made it on. Welcome to Celebrity Cookies, where the tea is always hot and the stories come with sprinkles of surprise. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your take on the story. The incident unfolded in real time. Not everyone in the audience noticed, but those who did will remember it clearly. One of Kendrick's featured artists, someone who played a role in one of the album's most compelling tracks, was seemingly left out in the cold. There was no grand entrance, no verse, no excitement from the crowd. Just Lefty Gunplay being held back by security, clearly upset, confused, and feeling excluded. And just like that, the show went on. Let's be clear. TV Off isn't just a filler track lost in the middle of Kendrick's GNX album. It's a powerful anthem. A battle cry. A street confession wrapped in polished, menacing production. Kendrick's verses are sharp and quick, but it's Lefty Gunplay's gritty feature that provides the contrast. His voice adds a raw edge to Kendrick's smoothness. It's the scent of asphalt, the essence of authenticity. So when the crowd heard the intro rumbling from the speakers, there was a collective sense of anticipation that something thrilling was about to happen. And it did, but not for the reasons anyone expected. As Kendrick took the stage amidst a sea of lights and roaring cheers, something else was unfolding in the shadows of the venue. Lefty Gunplay, hood up, sunglasses on, fully prepared for a moment he believed he had earned, was arguing with security near the stage entrance. Words were exchanged. Gestures became animated. One security guard appeared to be on the radio, possibly checking something. Meanwhile, Lefty was pacing and visibly frustrated. You didn't need to hear the conversation to sense the tension. This wasn't a random person trying to sneak in. This was someone who felt entitled to be on that stage, only to be told otherwise. People nearby pulled out their phones. Some whispered. Some laughed nervously. Others simply watched, trying to make sense of a situation. Who denies a featured artist access during a performance? At a major tour stop? During his own song? By the time Kendrick reached the second hook, it was clear that Lefty wasn't going to make it on stage. So what happened? Why was a well-known collaborator on one of the album's standout tracks turned away like an uninvited guest at his own birthday party? Several theories are circulating, and none of them are particularly comforting. First, there's the logistical explanation. It's possible that someone simply forgot to give Lefty the necessary credentials for that night's show. Maybe his name was missing from the clearance list, or there was a mix-up among the artist management, venue security, and the tour production team. Such things can happen, right? In theory, yes. But we're talking about a highly organized arena tour led by Kendrick Lamar, one of the most detail-oriented artists in the industry. Forgetting to credential Lefty Gunplay for a song he's featured on in his own hometown seems improbable. Then there's the drama theory. Fans online began speculating almost immediately. Was there a conflict behind the scenes? Was Kendrick trying to convey a message? Had Lefty said or done something in the days or weeks prior that led to his exclusion from the stage? It wouldn't be the first time an artist has sidelined a collaborator. However, Kendrick is not known for public disputes, especially not ones involving this level of subtle hostility. Usually, if Kendrick has something to say, he communicates it through his music, directly and clearly, leaving no room for misinterpretation. Yet, Kendrick did not address the incident during the performance. There was no acknowledgement, no apology, and no cryptic remarks between songs. Just a seamless transition into the next track, as if nothing had happened. That silence speaks volumes. Meanwhile, Lefty Gunplay's body language revealed everything. When security finally escorted him away from the access point, it was evident that something had broken inside him. It wasn't just disappointment. It was the painful sting of public humiliation, being excluded in front of the very audience he expected to perform for. And we can't ignore the significance of the location. The tour stop was in Inglewood, Lefty's hometown. This was meant to be his moment, his verse, in his city, in front of his people. Instead, he was treated like an outsider. That kind of wound takes time to heal. News spread quickly online. Clips appeared on TikTok and Twitter showing Lefty being denied entry, accompanied by voiceovers asking, "Wait, is that Lefty Gunplay getting stopped?" Followed by commentary, speculation, and flame emojis. The discussion rapidly expanded to Instagram, Reddit, and YouTube within hours. People were eager for answers. That night, Lefty Gunplay didn't post anything. No tweets, no Instagram stories, just silence. And when silence becomes the loudest sound in the room, speculation begins to fill the void it creates. Now, let's take a step back. Lefty Gunplay might not be a household name, but he commands considerable respect in certain circles. Over the years, he has been making a name for himself in underground scenes with his authentic, street-inspired lyrics that many other rappers only pretend to deliver. His collaboration with Kendrick was not motivated by industry politics or commercial goals. It was based on mutual respect and recognition of each other's skills. On the track, TV Off, Lefty's involvement felt more like a partnership than just a guest appearance. This is what made the situation so significant. It wasn't just about an artist being denied a chance to perform. It was about a creative partner being left out of a moment they helped create. His verse, which was crucial to the song, went unperformed while the spotlight shone brightly without him. Despite this, the performance went smoothly. Kendrick delivered an excellent show, and the audience enjoyed the experience. To anyone unaware of the behind-the-scenes tension, everything appeared flawless. However, for those in the know, the atmosphere was charged with unease throughout the night. Some interpreted it as a show of power, while others saw it as a mistake. There were rumors that Lefty showed up unexpectedly, hoping to join in based on his reputation. Others suggested he had all the right credentials, but was still sidelined due to internal politics or a last-minute decision by someone influential. Then there were those who looked deeper. For them, this incident was more than just about one song or artist. It underscored the complexities of fame and how quickly collaboration can turn into exclusion. It highlighted the delicate balance between inclusion and exclusion. In an industry built on facades, even friends can find themselves on the outside in an instant. Amid all the speculation, there's something almost poetic about the incident happening during TV Off. The song itself is a gritty, street-oriented piece that explores themes of betrayal, paranoia, and the need for caution when the lights go down. Here we were, witnessing a man being turned away and denied his verse while those very themes echoed throughout the venue without him. There has been no word on whether Lefty and Kendrick have spoken since the incident, nor has there been any official statement or clarification, just a cloud of silence and speculation hanging over an otherwise successful tour. But silence is never just silence. Not in music, not in culture, and certainly not when personal stakes are involved. For fans of the Grand National Tour, this may become a minor detail in an otherwise remarkable journey. For others, it will be a moment that lingers, prompting questions about what truly happened behind that velvet rope and what it reveals about who gets to bask in the spotlight and who remains in the shadows. In the days after the Inglewood concert, Lefty Gunplay finally broke his silence. He shared a cryptic Instagram story featuring a clip of his verse from TV Off, accompanied by nighttime scenes of the city. The visuals included a flickering streetlight and passing cars with a simple caption, "Keep the lights off then." There were no specific names or direct accusations, just a weighty, resigned, and possibly bitter tone. Fans quickly picked up on the deeper meaning. In an industry often characterized by polished images and carefully curated narratives, such moments are rare, authentic, unfiltered, and human. Kendrick Lamar's Grand National Tour will certainly be remembered as a significant cultural event, but for one night in Inglewood, it took on a more intricate and genuine quality. The performance of TV Off will never feel the same again, not for the audience who experienced the unfolding events, nor for the artist who was meant to perform it. Sometimes, the most powerful messages aren't conveyed on stage. They happen in the shadows, away from the spotlight. For Lefty Gunplay, that night, his verse echoed in those spaces. Loud, raw, unforgettable, and just beyond reach. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on the story.